It's like, I guess you're still usable. It's on energy drain. Jesus. God, how the mighty have fallen. That shit used to do so much damage.
I cry.
What I hate the most, by the way, is they literally were using the removal of energy drain as a scapegoat, so when everybody wanted everything else back and got energy drain back, everybody was happy. So they never pushed for more, even when energy drain kept coming back weaker and weaker. It's like, at this point, the only reason it's in Scholar's Kit is because we refuse to let them take it. Even when it's practically worthless now. Stream's back up? Alright, we're good.
Yeah.
Fully functional, ready to go? Well, I mean, you just died.
Coming to join the squad.
As regrettable as it is to no longer have a Pictomancer with us for the trial. The fuck is
we'll
this?
probably.
I mean, I'll add them randomly, but the fuck is this? Who's this random asshole who just friend requested me?
And
Why do you have walking corn?
so, the corn servant. It's a chain quest you can pick up in Tulioli.
Okay.
He shows up in every zone, and you do his quest, and in Solution 9 you can get him as a minion.
Yep.
But yeah, the dragon that you wanted, I'm pretty sure is using the same skeleton as this one, Turia. So I could probably just do a model swap and have it done easy.
Alright.
Where is my bird?
You know, if it hasn't already been done. I mean, I see
It
Eos,
has
that's a
not.
bird.
My starbird. It reminds me of Articuno. That's why I like it.
Nerd.
I know. We're all nerds. We're playing Final Fantasy 14.
Well, I mean, what's the alternative? WoW?
Yeah, no thanks.
Yeah.
I'm good.
I played WoW for 8 years. I
Shadowlands was my last expansion. After that, I left it.
Shadowlands was my
Fine.
second chance I gave to it. Understandably, it didn't work.
Legion was my second chance, and
Wrath of the Lich was my first.
yeah, Wrath of the Lich was my first chance. Cataclysm, I left. Legion, I came back.
Oh, I never actually lasted an entire expansion. I just couldn't get into it. Wrath of the Lich, I made it to like somewhere in between 20 and 30 after 2 months. And then I just couldn't. Because I I explored the entirety of both territories that I could. Was unaware that they unlocked more at 40. So I had nothing to look forward to.
Oh, I had something like 5 characters at
I know it's
max
missing
level.
my hotbar that's confusing me.
Oh yeah, no, I did. I dabbled around at the beginning of Mists of Pandaria.
Mass of Pandaria.
Mess of Pandaria. Oh my.
That would be more accurate, yes.
Mess of Pandaria. Yeah.
I played all of about 20 minutes of WoW on a free trial, decided fuck this, and promptly went back to the hell that is League of Legends because I couldn't afford any actual games back then.
Well, League of Legends is an actual game, and also back then it was a little bit more respectable.
Yeah.
This is true.
Yeah, we're talking about old school League of Legends, not like new school. So,
Oh, yeah.
same toxicity, but people actually tolerated it and realized that people saying mean things on the internet is normal. Also, balance wasn't completely out of the fucking table.
Yeah.
And they weren't making reworks every 2 fucking seconds for the sake of reworks, so... You know. It wasn't a fucking mess.
Yeah.
The community was, but that's a fucking MOBA for you. That's just MOBA communities. They've always been that way.
The Soraka rework that removed the Starfall shred is where I started to go, I don't really want to play this game anymore, so I would take really long breaks, but I would go back.
My biggest problem was every time that I went back to League of Legends, I discovered that it felt like the target banned or target changed things that I did so that I could no longer do them anymore. Soraka's Starfall thing kind of sucked, but I do like being able to manually target it. However, I finally was like, fine, I'll try playing Ahri for once, and so I finally did my first mid lane, and I played Ahri a bunch. Yes, I wasn't the best or anything. Problem is that right around the time that I started actually doing mid lane and stuff like that on Ahri, they then decided to release Yasuo. Now, that meant everybody was playing Yasuo. However, due to a bug, Yasuo hard countered Ahri. Why? Their wind wall was able to block the true damage of the orb, even if the wind wall was shot towards Ahri after the orb was already behind him. Meaning you literally, even though you hit them successfully, and you should be hitting them successfully, the wind wall stuffs the most important part of your ability, making you unable to do shit. Hell, the fucker could throw that wind wall anywhere and would block it. It didn't matter. It was Omega bugged. And because it was the new champion, everybody was playing him.
Yep.
So I could no longer play. I could no longer play Ahri ever.
For me, the reason I like the shred so much is because I never really played ranked. I was always very much a casual player, and I liked to run Soraka top lane because everyone underestimated the power.
I was about to say
shred.
I like those weird strats like that. You want to know what one of my favorite off strats was? Garen support.
That's a fun one. Attack speed Lulu is another one of my favorite ones.
Like, that's fine, but like, no one expects to see a Garen in the bottom lane. And it's extra funny because since you're melee, instead of your usual ranged, which are used for pokes, you're still very threatening to people despite the fact that you're actually not. The moment you press Q, people shit their pants and don't know what to do. It's funny as hell. Also, I was an ADC in Italy before it was cool.
The one hero I remember playing as in League was Sona.
I never got to play Sona.
Sona.
Very interesting character, but just never was for me.
Too. Well, I was a support main. I was, haha, surprise, surprise.
I played support a lot, but just not Sona.
Well, I mean, healer main in 14, support main in League. Is anyone surprised?
Maybe it's... I am muting this music. Sorry, just kind of a little bit sketchy beforehand, but the moment they brought out the blenders, I'm not dealing with that. A little bit much. Anyways, is this the trial that took them like 30 minutes? Like, there's parts of that theme that's really cool, but why did they have to have a blender in there?
Who knows?
I actually continued to play League for a while after I started playing 14, because I was struggling with the whole sunk cost fallacy of all the gifted skins and occasional skins that I bought for myself.
Oh my god, you're reminding me. When I quit, one of the times I quit League, when I came back, someone who I was playing with a lot actually gifted me the Bunny Ribbon skin, which was a skin that I was looking for and wanting a lot, but obviously I don't have money. The issue is that when I discovered that was there and I tried to play them, I then learned that they changed all the items I used for Riven top, I could no longer play Riven.
Oh, that sucks.
So I got the bunny Riven skin, but at what cost?
Yeah.
And I don't even like it because haha slutty bunny. I actually like it because I find it hilarious that her broken sword is a carrot.
It
and
is
also,
really funny.
unironically, one of the better skins for Riven.
My skin collection, I actually, for the longest time, had all of Soraka's, all of Sona's, and all of Nami's.
The only good skin for Ari
Including-
is Foxfire. I refuse any substitutes. No, none of them are as good as Foxfire. The color palette is
Including-
amazing, and it comes with a pun to boot.
Yep.
You just can't beat that.
The funniest thing is, I actually got Sona's most expensive skin, DJ Sona, for free from one of those loot crates that you can get for just playing the game.
Yep.
That wasn't around when I was playing. Like, here's the thing. League is one of those games that I miss, but I also know that if I tried to return to, it's not the same game anymore.
Yeah, absolutely.
Time to
not.
kill has
I-
gone super stupid fast. It's ridiculously stupid how much time to kill is in there and how much it feels meaningless to even tank in that game anymore. And it's like, I'm all for not having like unstoppable rollers to a degree, but the time to kill being that fast that every team fight is literally done in a second is a little bit much. It's like, quick, everybody, face roll on the keyboard and hope you clicked your keys first.
Pretty much.
Strategy, who cares? If you fire wildly, you're probably hitting someone. I really like this bone sword. I'm probably going to edit it a bit, but I do really like this bone sword.
Yeah.
I'm going to edit it to make it mine, but I do like it.
Also, I don't know if you've noticed, but I finally incorporated something other than black and white into Heela's clan.
I don't think you had a choice. Like, not to
No.
diminish your accomplishments, but I don't think you had a choice.
No, I absolutely had a choice. It's just that all
Really?
of the color of Toral made me go, I want to be colorful too.
So you were able to dye your red skirt, your orange bit of outfit, and your white inner shirt as well as the brown of your belt. Because I think you only have 2 dye channels, friend.
Originally, if I hadn't decided to use more color, I probably wouldn't have used this top.
Fair enough. Are you still wearing generic
But-
nails? You're wearing generic beast nails. Do you know how much of a bitch those are to pose? They're awful to pose. Like, oh my god.
They're the only claws in the game.
There's 2. I can never remember exactly how you get them and what the what it is, but there's actually a shorter pair of claws.
Ananta Beast Tribe.
Yeah.
I have them
Those
on.
are.
They are much better.
I like the long claws specifically because
Yeah, the false
I
nails.
can absolutely envision Heela just losing her shit and scratching the crap out of everybody in her way.
Including Kitty.
Would Kitty actually get in Heela's way though? Like,
Well, you know them enough. So yes, probably.
I feel.
Whether on purpose or not.
Ayla,
Your point.
you know Hefus?
No, they do not know Cephas as far as I'm aware.
Actually, I do. If it's the person I think you're talking about,
You want to talk about this after stream?
Bunny Boy?
We can talk about it after stream.
Yeah,
Let's get
this
the
is-
trial done.
Knowing
Okay.
Cephas and stuff surrounding them, it's better we talk about that after stream.
Oh.
Hmm.
I'm not saying like that as in for I know stuff that you don't, just think about it. You know as much as I do.
Hmm.
Best to wait.
Okay.
Don't feel like spreading Final Fantasy rumors, even if nobody's watching my stream other than a few people who are gonna forget about it pretty fast. Because it's 3 fucking a.m.
I am curious.
Well, it killed the cat. And Satisfaction will bring it back, but that'll be after stream.
Exactly. I can wait. I'm just
Yep.
in.
No, you
I'm
can't.
just
You'll
intrigued.
begrudgingly do so. There's a difference between I can wait and I will begrudgingly wait.
I'm just confused. I'm just impressed that this queue hasn't popped yet.
Yeah, so am I. We are single-handedly raising the waiting time. It was below 5
Yeah.
minutes before we came into the picture. The fact we have not
Just need
queued
a
when we are
tank and
missing...
2 DPS.
We are missing 3 people.
Yeah.
A little extra tank and 2 DPS.
Like, I will say this. True hell is if we had 2 tanks, 2 healers, and 2 deeps. We would be fucked for finding extra people at that point. Because most people who DPS queue will either take a pocket healer or a pocket tank with them.
Or
Yep.
do like I did and duty support.
You said duty.
Jeez.
Yeah,
Here's my
I
thing.
did.
I'm sorry, it felt like an appropriate time to get a laugh out of someone, and I was right.
I mean, I guess I'll do this while we wait.
Like, join the person who's rapidly doing yellow ranger poses. I mean, I don't know, that
What?
seems like
I'll
an
get-
equally valid option. Hey, save me a taco so I can dump it in the water.
Mochi, why
I'm
are
not
you trying to
Making
fight
tacos
me?
right now.
They're not trying to
I'm
fight you.
making-
They are fighting the air and themselves. They are fighting their inner demons.
I'm making gelatin so that I can make fruit and aloe jelly.
You see, what Mochi is reenacting is me every morning when I see a nitpick in the mirror.
That's fair.
Yeah.
God, why do I not need to count timestamps in my fucking chat?
That's not... I don't know.
Hey, is Ice Wolf at DPS? Yeah, but... And I think they're... but they're probably still unlocking this. They're gonna be in there a while. We might actually get a queue by
Yeah.
the time they get out. But if they don't, I'm gonna surprise invite them and then explain why.
Yeah.
Which probably means we don't want a baguette in our party. So, you know. But you can probably craft for the next 2 hours. They're gonna be in that cutscene a while. Oh yeah, true, they are in the... Well, I could go into the instance, but then I'd have to deal with the dubstep. You know what? I can wait 30 minutes for a queue. I don't want to go into the blender room. Like, they had a good theme there, and then they just... Someone just bumped into the blender in the kitchen, and they said we could only do 1 take.
Yeah.
Great. I have to do this the hard way.
Really?
The urge to just
The
the
hard
urge
way.
to just slap the urge to just slap the quick sense button is so strong right now. But I need to high quality these pre-crafts or I won't be
yeah.
able to high quality the food I'm making. And then nobody
Alternative
will buy it.
solution. Alternative solution. eat really high-ranking food, make that your primary crafter with the whole bonuses you get from Soul of a Crafter, and then make it high quality anyway. Oh right, no, you can't do that because they don't release the fucking crafter gear for the end of the game until the first expansion patch, don't they?
Well,
All you got is
that
shitty
might not-
script gear.
actually no, I have level 100 crafted gear, but it's not like the end.
That's what I'm saying. You
The
don't. You
end
have.
mode
You
crafted gear?
like. You need shitty
It
script
just
gears.
popped.
I got it. I got it.
I don't care. I will
I'm just
buy the
waiting.
materials for you. Do not drop
It
this.
just popped.
I got.
I will buy the materials
this.
that you lose for that. I do
I
not
got-
care. You get the fuck in the queue, you piece of shit.
I got this. And I didn't lose any materials.
Nice.
Because they finished. it.
I've
Oh hey, look! It's a
I've
boss fight on a
become-
cube. Never seen that before. It's always a
I've
circle.
I've become really good at adjusting for crafting during queue times. Because that's what I do when I DPS queue by myself. I craft.
I usually do either aids or crafting.
Let the victor's reign be sanctioned.
I've warned every trial of that every time. I let people know what they're getting into before forcing them into it. Double-edged swords. Yeah, I was about to say that's a two-sided one. Can I see? Whoever the fuck is using those SFX, can you please give me some sunglasses?
Is it me? It might be me.
What the fuck are these ice effects and stone effects?
Oh,
what the
look at
hell?
me!
What is that? Why is that?
Blizzard!
Why are they so extra? Wait, that one's
That's
diagonal.
what Blizzard do!
Why is there stone in your blizzard?
Because that's freeze!
Arturia, you got hurt out there.
Yeah, I know.
Oh, they're just circles, okay. And why were they facing different positions, man?
I don't know.
So freeze is going up.
I can't see the boss, dude. What the fuck? Why are these spells so overtuned?
Sorry.
Oh, they're still
Ow,
going.
fine.
Okay. Yeah, I'm not in a good spot then. That was a double
Ow,
ball.
ow.
Turia's
Nope.
dead.
I'm dead.
Oh,
I hate that part.
I got you.
I'm invulning for now. I don't think taking a raid wide right before the healer could actually heal me would be a good idea. Well, that's one way to tell that we, in fact, haven't. I got 5 vulns.
Oh lordy.
Yeah, I'm gonna take the executive decision here. Just, or not.
No,
I apparently
no.
am not allowed to die. Whatever. I just wanted to give the healers a better time, but if they want to challenge and to play the game, go for it. There you go. Heal that.
Well, I just used my res,
I
so
hate this part.
Oh,
Okay.
we're all dead. We're all dead. Actually, KYS.
No.
You and me both know those summoners aren't rezzing anybody.
You sure about that?
Okay, one of them is hard casting res. They figured out the res button. Will they be able to actually do it though?
Yes.
Who did they res?
Both of
Me.
them. Oh,
And you're dead.
no.
Yep. See,
They
it's that
took
one thing.
entirely too
Not me.
long. Yukihila, pleasantly, kill yourself.
Yeah. I'm out.
Just, Paladin, just let them die. Thank you.
Okay, hold on. I need to fix something.
Someone has major giggles right now.
Alright, what did I just eat off my hot bar?
Let the victors reign.
No. Wait, why are you doing this? I'm not ready. I needed to fix something.
I need more power.
Is he really the paladin that's like, look, we can recover. There's one person alive who can't res and everybody else is dead.
Yep.
Like, I do that on occasion to like, to save a dungeon run because I don't feel like making the dungeon take longer and it's a better decision, but that's why I say not from 70. I only want to do that if it's going to make the dungeon run faster.
We're so
Now,
screwed.
if only...
Oh, I know what I'm missing. I know what I'm missing. We're in danger. Hold on. There we go.
I mean, I guess I could stand
I'm
here
fine.
too. Are you though?
No.
Tybolt definitely wasn't. I'm still
I
wondering
have
why
a-
I took 5 vulns, because I couldn't see anything.
My hopper setup is super
I
stuffed.
do not like
It's
this
because
sword
of the
mechanic,
sword
by the way.
mechanic.
Like, I don't like it because of how it works, and it's just, I don't know, the server ping doesn't seem very consistent with it.
Okay, I hate that. Because
Nope.
Kura dead.
yeah,
And our other healer is stuck on hard casting res. We're doomed.
No, we're not.
We're doomed. I'm literally healing you, it's fine. It's okay.
Along with my pitiful past.
We're fine.
Teria, I'd recommend, unless that action heals you fully, to not take an action. I too can navigate Oreo cookies. I cannot navigate these fucking swords though.
You know what? I'm gonna do a thing.
Prioritize life over death. Yeah, it's much easier once you actually focus on dodging it. I'm not particularly fond of that sword mechanic. The way that it works with the ping of the server, I just can't trust it.
yeah, I think that's what is messing me up.
It's like, I respect a lot of mechanics that they're adding to stuff, but like, I feel like they never respect how bad their servers are.
Oh. Yeah.
You know, he's gonna do the same tongue and dance? Yes, he is. I mean, you'd think someone who was trying to be all that would have a bit more than the same
How
trick 3
the
times in a row.
heck did I manage that one?
By not dying.
I need a Vuln stack for it, but it's fine.
Anyway, this isn't the only phase, right?
No.
Of course.
He's going down way too quick.
But it's funny because he's not actually going down that quick.
Scripts fly.
I don't ask.
Ow.
I
Priya,
don't
you need
know.
to stop that.
I actually do not know how.
How
I
what?
had help. I don't know how I died right after I was
Well, you got hit.
brought back. Yeah, but by what?
The boss.
Ow!
Like that. Anyway, I'm guessing there's a checkpoint on phase change, by the way.
I can't remember.
Not I hope so.
Okay, now this is getting kind of Pokemon-y.
Here's the.
I like how I just got separated from everybody else.
Yep.
And then there's just a random cat girl. Just right there.
Yeah.
I'm the worthy king.
Mate, you really need to get off the cush. You are hallucinating, friend.
There is no miracle.
Just random cat girl. Photobombing.
And it's not me.
This is my path.
Someone is looking at me. There's just a random green
I trust only in myself.
dot.
Yeah, it's probably me trying to heal you.
Okay.
Seriously, why did they allow the cat girl to be there? That... Polish team, hello? Can someone get the cane and just drag this cat girl off the set? Please? Why are they allowed to be here? It kinda ruined the entire, like, gravity of that. I'm gonna be real. Yes, someone, bring the blender in. This power is proof that you put a device to your head, jackass. Oh, so it's just a circle? Okay.
And
I did not mean to hit Art of War.
Is focus target a joke to these people? Oh hey, the big cube became smaller. Haven't seen that before. So anyway, where are we dropping? Not there. I can't tell what is a boss effect and what is these overblown S effects. Jesus Christ.
I'm so sorry.
Wait, what?
watch the other platform.
I was about to say, we're watching the other platform, aren't we?
Mm-hmm.
Like, wait a second. If I'm there, and the AoE's over there, then who's piloting the plane?
That's a valid question. I'm afraid I do not have an answer.
And more importantly, what's the deal with airline food?
What I do have is a really
Oh, it's
big
crisscross
shield.
sauce, apparently.
Yeah, let's cross that before.
I don't like it. Wait, no, they're transferring the attack over.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're using the change to transfer them, yep.
How did I miss that?
Just don't be sus. Put the wires together.
Yeah.
Turia wins by doing absolutely nothing. She literally just didn't move and didn't get hit.
I
Well,
also
I
didn't
actually
move and
followed
didn't get hit.
I don't know how you can see me in this. Owie!
well-
I got hurted.
I
I'm gonna stand
also
on that side now.
In.
He imbues his blades with power, as opposed to not having them imbued with power before. Yeah, I'll just stay in the middle. I kind of saw like that mass of people. That's hitting me, by the way. I saw that mass of people running back, and I was like, I'm not gonna add to that. Get back in the cube. It's getting small again. He's solving the Rubik's Cube. Man, more of our people in our party need to be bad at this because almost our entire party has vuln stacks. But like the ones that don't have it, just it's sad. We could have all had a debuff in the exact same place, man. Come on. Be shittier. Blade warp, okay. Right here. Literally right here. That's really bad with your health states. Oh god. I'm using defense shield on you guys. I'm sorry, that was kind of scary.
I popped my
Yep.
Seraphis.
Sorry, just knowing how many people had vuln stacks and were at half health, that was not ideal.
Yeah, I saw that was like, oh,
Pop everything!
yeah.
See that
Yeah, we
OGCD?
were-
It's on cooldown now.
Yup.
This is one of those instances where I consider this game's camera to be a failing.
Maybe
It's right here. It's literally just in the corner, bottom left.
Yeah. Yeah.
And then the other one is just going to be top right. We're playing the opposites corner. Connect 4. Anyway, I got hit
Why
again.
we play DDR?
Oh,
I don't have another
yeah,
shield to
no,
go with that.
I'm the one.
Yes, Emmett, you're the one. Please don't run away
Sorry.
from us. But if you
I
do
was
run away
really
from
like,
us, run very far away.
Yeah.
Do not
but
half-ass
I-
running away from us with it, okay? Like if you're gonna die, do it over there.
Yeah, if we're gonna die and make me have to drag you back out of the live stream again.
Oh, just snap your fingers, it'll be fine. Also, inner circle, left side. You know, I said that entirely too late, but I'm learning.
Yep.
Left side, outer circle. Good job, Turia, you nearly died. I'm not joking, they were at death %.
Yep. I was literally right at the edge. Of
Yeah,
that
you were at death %,
ring.
and you would literally, you were trusting the server on that one. And if there's anything I learned from Realm Reborn onwards that has yet to change, it is, if you have to trust the server, don't. If that orange juice is going to go away in 10 seconds and you have plenty of time to move, move now. Don't trust it.
Yep.
Anyway, I can't see anything again, so...
Yeah, same.
I'm actually thankful for the mechanics being on other squares, because I can see them.
Okay, I'm just gonna stick to my corner.
I'm gonna stay right here. Calculate where one will be. Like where the safe zone for one is, and then calculate the other. Right here. Take the problem one at a time.
Ow.
Well, this
I'm
isn't
staying
ideal.
Over here.
spam everything.
I can't even tell.
Right
I
by
can't even tell the
main
direction
house.
I'm using my fucking passage of arms because of all the SFX. Everything is blue.
Yeah, imagine playing this on the imagine doing this on the absolutely
Okay.
tiny screen of the Steam Deck.
Okay, meteor.
I really can't see now. Okay, bottom
leave
right.
'em
Bottom
dead.
right.
I
Nice
ate
dodge.
that.
Really doing the
Fine.
wool proud. Also, you're gonna eat it again. You're gonna eat 2 of them.
It's
Bye.
fine.
Have a beautiful time.
Ow.
I was hoping to kill him
Everybody
before-
stopped giving a shit at the end because they thought they could kill him. That we could have been we could have thrown
I'm
that
giving
so bad.
Welland, I'm giving Welland the freaking comp for that.
Who the fuck is Welland?
They're the
I got 2 recommendations.
I mean, I wouldn't know. They already left.
They were the summoner that hard rest.
Okay, you know what?
in the first
Respect.
round.
Honestly, I will always respect a hard reser. I'm sorry, I always respect a hard reser. It's become increasingly more difficult to do, but way back when in the old days of Heaven's Ward, the biggest skill issue that healers ever had was that they thought that res didn't exist if Swiftcast was on cooldown. That, like, they were really fucking good at everything else, but they
Yeah.
refused to res without Swiftcast.
Yep.
Yep, I will hard res even if my swift cast is on like 3-second cooldown. I don't
Yeah.
care.
Nowadays, a hard
If
res
I
is
see-
actually a lot more common, and it's more of a skill issue nowadays.
It is to be defeated.
If I see somebody down that I can res and not get hit, I'm gonna hard res.
Yeah. It's just a baller move. You're wasting so much potential damage, you're wasting everything, but who gives a shit? This motherfucker's getting back on their feet. No naps allowed on shift.
Exactly. And that's why my res macro for all of my healers is it's not nap time yet.
Father, is that you?
You can sleep when your villain arc is complete. Yeah.
Why do you weep?
That was interesting.
I'm gonna agree with Zarulja here.
Because it hurts.
You never knew your father.
Because I don't understand why it had to be this way. Why don't I know
This
you?
is
Because
fair.
your father went out to get a pack of cigarettes
Why
and some
didn't
milk.
you want me?
Mm-hmm.
I'm more interested in who the wife was.
Could I be a father? When my own sends me.
By learning
Yes.
from them.
Just a bit.
By learning what not to do.
Yeah. Also, he didn't leave you nothing. You just ran away like a bitch.
And so, I had nothing to leave you.
Reminder,
Why
Otis
does
didn't
that
get any of
matter?
this.
Couldn't you have
Otis just turned off like a
been
goddamn light.
there?
Mhm.
Yep.
Otis Minion when?
Like-
Ask a lost man.
At the very least, Squinix, you owe him a goddamn minion.
Yeah.
They did him dirty. I'm sorry. Easily the most impactful story-wise death that they've actually done in multiple fucking expansions straight. In fact, basically all of them. He had the most potential to be an actual character, and had died. Out of any character that's ever been through this cycle. And they just cast it, like, turned him off. Okay, forget about it. Gone. Poof. We don't care about our fucking Rescue Ranger robot.
I walked the path of ruin.
This is the Eldritch monster, yeah, I get it.
able to surpass further.
No, you did with cheats.
Or Ramachi.
I like the false head that he has on this form, by the way. It's very, actually, like, that is actually really good visual design.
Yeah.
For the Brazilian sun, the miracle.
Granted, from a deeper meaning perspective, it kind of doesn't make sense, considering he kind of did not care about the twin head thing. But from a symbolic standpoint, it means a lot.
Yeah.
So that's one of those things where it's like, for the sake of visual design and cohesion with the story itself, while it doesn't make sense for the character, that is a respectful way to do it. Anybody got a bug net? That's a lot of wisps for letting go.
Alright.
Those sell for like 100 bells.
You think Papa left you nothing?
Seriously, who the fuck did that guy fuck for that
Goddamn
child?
Fool.
Like,
You
where'd they
have
come
the
from?
One thing. He couldn't leave anyone else. You and Galucha.
Are you saying your papa was the mother?
Well, considering we don't know how they work,
That's why I want to know!
no.
Today I learned Lalafell children are the same size as human kids, and that scares me. Basically, Lalafells are just Kiwis.
My
But also, apparently incest is okay amongst the lizard people? Or something? I don't know. No, seriously, who gave birth to that fucking child? I'm sorry.
Zorolja is gone. There's no need to fight anymore.
She still has a reason to kill people to save her people. In fact, she has more of a reason to kill people now.
Svein,
Why are you so stupid, you dumbass cat?
why are you here?
Because they literally need to kill more people to save their own. What the fuck?
I wanted to express my gratitude
Like, just-
to you all
I-
for vanquishing
And
if that's
my
not
souls
it-
and delivering my
I love
people.
Lamont, but she's a little slow.
She's not a
Yeah,
little
and
slow.
To express my regret. for
She
what I've
is
done
a
to yours.
absolute capital D dumbass and a whiny bitch to boot.
Apologies.
And is only ever
There-
courageous in showing leader-like qualities when the story says, oh, by the way, she's supposed to be a badass.
To strike you down in revenge.
There-
She did
there
not
was-
deserve
there
her
was air
position, I'm
quotes.
sorry.
Your all-out war between our
There were air
nations.
quotes there.
Yeah.
More
A
innocents
little.
would suffer. Even if we cannot be friends right now,
She literally
we need to
embodies
find
pure of
a
heart dumb
different
ass.
path forward. A way that Tuliholal and Alexandria can coexist.
Yeah, she is.
And I kind of wish they leaned into that
I
more in the story. It
fear
would have made much
that
more
can
interesting
never
than her
be.
becoming a Mary Sue.
What do you mean?
Because she needs to kill people to save her people!
There is no other path for us. It's too late.
Yes, because her people are dying.
I cooperated with Zoralja because I needed the life force yielded by the slain to sustain the endless. Of course, the king betrayed me, and with his army defeated, that plan can no longer be realized. But I can't. I won't fail my people. Be they possessed of flesh or no, all of them are dear to me. If there is something I can do for them, as their queen, I must do it.
So, I mean, I like all this, and it kind of makes sense, and you're basically spitting Wuklamok's words back into her face. But you did just kind of sweep Otis into a garbage can.
We appreciate your commitment
Yep.
to serving the Alexandrians and have endeavored to understand your beliefs.
Like, dude would have made a perfect statue, too.
You
Like, I'm
must
sorry. That,
know
no.
It's wrong to sacrifice our living to save your dead.
Well, they're not dead yet.
I see. It's because you do not know them that you believe they're dead.
So why is it Alice or
They're
Alphanod
not.
tends to say particularly
So
stupid
long
things?
as they are remembered, they shall never die.
Also, stop spitting that nonsense and say the truth.
understand,
You're just literally
don't you?
keeping a memory bank of them.
No matter what anyone may say, I refuse to believe that Kafkiwa's is a hollow existence. That she can simply be allowed to fade
So how
away.
would his mother have died?
Your Majesty.
More importantly, how were some
I-
people with it able to recognize and remember them?
And the
Yep.
bearer of the memories of Queen Sphene of Alexandria. And my desire
I don't know,
to
this is-
protect my
plot holes.
people transcends all others.
Very big ones.
For them, I will do anything. No price is too
When
high.
a purpose becomes so corrupted that it just needs.
Well, it's not corrupted. She's
put
been very
down.
she's been very forthright with this for a while now.
Yeah, but while the original purpose is still there, it's been
It's not been corrupted.
corrupted.
It hasn't been. She literally needs to do this for their survival.
Seven hells.
There's literally not actually a secondary option.
There kind of is a secondary option.
What is it?
Other than a Mary Sue suddenly figuring out everything out of
There
nowhere and pulling a
exists
MacGuffin out of their
legend
fucking
in
ass.
Alexandria.
The Endless are
In
literally
ages
needing it to
past,
power to continue
faced
to
with the
exist.
calamity
The regular
They-
people are
They
fine.
need a
Planet
yes.
people
They need
used
a
a
power
singular
to
power
continue
Yep.
to
flee
exist.
ours.
That power need not be
The key
Aether.
which manifests this power answers
Okay,
to
let's believe
firm
them. Let's pray them to
literally-
existence. Let's use Dynamis. Let's
desperate,
pray them.
yeah.
all-consuming
Let's do it.
supplications
By the way, side note,
that
Let's
have given
do it.
rise to
I'm still
many
wondering how
miracle.
Kid is paralyzed due to Levin sickness, and their first solution was not maybe take them out of the Thunderdome.
That key holds the secret
I'm
to
really hoping
interdimensional
that they
fusion,
address
and
that
unraveling
in
its
the
mysteries was the
post-quest.
foremost mission of the
Oh no, this
Yeah.
person is sick with lightning aether. Better keep them in a lightning-filled city, in a lightning-filled dome, in a lightning-filled world.
leaving us with only
Yes.
partial
Yeah,
control.
Alternatively, we can just
Nevertheless,
import some
If
Porksies and
I'm
fix
to
it.
sustain the
Yeah,
living
we know
being,
how to fucking make pork.
Okay,
but to
Porksies were
hold
for
its
light.
power,
I gotta counter you on that one. Porks is
Okay.
for light. It'd have to be something
do
different.
the
This is
thing-
lightning.
Okay.
I gotta counter you on
Um,
that one. We need to figure out some other MacGuffin on this one.
Okay, Porksies for light, Nixies for water. Frickin'
for hundreds of years I
well, no.
tried.
The
but
thing
it was
is,
all to
the thing
no
is, Mochi.
avail.
Porksies were
My benevolence
Porksies
did
were
naught
used
to protect my realm.
specifically.
Correct.
Porksies were used
But I
for
can
those
still
who were
take
tempered
up arms and
in
fight.
general.
Oh, then that
Yes.
doesn't even
Should
solve the
I
actual
save
issue.
my subjects,
Yeah, that does not
then
solve the
I will
the
become
issue at all.
history's most
Yeah, that doesn't actually
brutal
solve the
queen.
whole, world being
So
flooded.
you
And we
need
gotta keep in
some-
mind that the light world flood, we did stop from actually fully happening. This has happened. There is no stopping it. It's done. Like,
Yeah,
it's already past the finish line.
yeah, this has already happened. Tempering and like.
Just find another wall to absorb it all into, and then have some random Bowser-like character rub it in their face that they can't absorb it all, and then eat shit.
Wait.
why not? Joking aside on that kind of style of things. Wuklamat's a dumbass bitch. What the fuck? I'm sorry.
Yeah, so just import Porksies. It's fine.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, it solved the
Porksies are
solutions
hard
for the
to
people
make.
who were thinking their entire existence relied on being two-headed. Yeah, just import something. Fuck it.
Yeah.
World trade is the solution to everything, including militant people who have been oppressed for so long and stuck in a forest that can't give them anything.
Sphene.
Granted, I do hope that they also remove the afflicted from the dome before adding Porksy, but
Would be helpful.
Yeah.
Unironically, though, seriously, their sickness is literally lightning-based, and everything they do in society is lightning-based. Maybe now that you've transported to the ability to have people move out of it, just take the problem and move it away from the bigger problem causing it, yeah?
Yeah.
actually, that is a good question. I don't think they were able.
Alice would have had the solution, but before saying it, she would have went ADHD and addressed something else like she did with the Papa. I don't
Yeah.
trust Alice with healing anybody. But they literally referred to us as people from outside the dome, and saw us as people from outside the dome. The fact that we are coming in actively and not via a fucking choo-choo train. A little bit of a hint. Anyway, hey, Deadbot, do you have anything to say? Huh. It's dead. Wow. I don't think it's going to say anything. Also, we didn't really break the barrier, we just kind of walked in.
Yeah. And the thing,
Like, it's still
No,
there, I think.
so what brought the two timelines back into sync was actually
Assuming that's how it
Zoralja.
worked.
Assuming that's how it worked, was Zoralja bringing his army to attack to Leola.
Because I'm gonna be honest, they probably could have just not done that 30-year time skip. To be honest, they really didn't need
Yeah.
to, and it would have just completely
Yeah.
unmuddied this entire problem.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
But no, they needed the nanny to die. So they could poorly explain their mechanics of death and belief system.
Because feelings or something.
I don't know, man.
Oh, but yeah, we did fucking explode the fortress. You're not wrong.
Well, that bridged the barriers. That doesn't, like, mean that the barrier itself is gone. Speaking of, like, on that barrier note, what was the point of it?
Ominous object looming in the distance.
Like, supposedly it
But
was
that's
used to defend
really-
them against their lightning aethered world, but, like, with lightning?
Yeah. I guess.
Like, is this fire with fire? Because, I mean, that does work.
Yeah.
But, like, wouldn't that mean that the barrier's, like, structural integrity would literally also be reliant on the outside lightning as well? Because at that point, you're basically doing positive and negative charges, so it'd be literally required. So once it came into our world, wouldn't it have just gone poof?
Well,
It would have been a catastrophic explosion, by the way. But it would have
I'm
just
currently
snapped.
under the impression that this area is all that's left, and
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. That's why the barrier was there, to prevent it from getting taken out, basically, back in their world.
the barrier was basically a bubble dimension in the void.
Oh my god.
Oh.
Because we've already had a lightning calamity.
Yeah. Something like, what? Almost 10,000 years ago.
Sorry, I'm kind of laughing a bit. I love how little people seem to care about Erinville in our party. Like,
I
Wukalamat
appreciate
gets their
Airville.
town invaded, we stave it off, and we have this whole cry section where we have to force her away from her people so that she could actually rest so that she can rule them. Aaronvale literally goes through the ruined, decimated variants of his town, actively leading us directly to his house. Nobody gives a shit. Dude's staring at what is effectively a tin can corpse of his mother, and Wukalamat's like, how do we follow the bad guys?
Yeah, the
Nobody
second
gives a
Umbral
shit about
Calamity-
Aaronville. Like, holy shit.
The second Umbral Calamity was the Calamity of Lightning. So this little bubble dimension is probably all that's left of that reflection.
Yep. It is. That's literally what it is. The barrier was
Yeah.
meant to defend it. They actually said something about it being used to defend them. And they didn't really go in depth with it, which is a good move on their part, by the way, considering what happened with anything they even tried to remotely go. Okay, Y'shtola, those eyes are fucking creepy. Holy shit.
Yeah, yeah.
Jesus Christ, that is some Luigi death stare levels. Good lord. Anyway. Like, they kinda touched it and then dropped it because at that point they didn't need to dwell on it anymore because they knew they weren't capable of doing that. Or they put it in a side quest. Either option is the best option here. They didn't waste their time with it, they mentioned that it was there as a barrier, and that was that. I gotta choose the ... option, but I want to smack Wukalamat. I'm sorry. Like, she cares for her people, that's for sure, but Aaronville ain't one of them.
I like Aaronville, and I'm sad that he was so neglected.
He is criminally neglected by the rest of the party. It's
I hope he
ridiculous how much they do not give a shit about them. Like, Kryl was cast aside a decent bit on her quest and put on the sidelines, but there was at least some focus there. We walked this motherfucker through his fucking dilapidated town. He walked us to his house, and we thought nothing of that. We thought nothing of him immediately guiding us to that town. You know, the person who's supposed to be exploring us through it goes right to his house, and we were like, yeah, no, this guy ain't experiencing traumatic shit at all. Don't worry about him. He's fine. He's a Charlayan. No, don't matter. Don't worry about it. They're about as neglected as Y'shtola's story is.
You know what I'm hoping for is either in post-game quests or next expansion, Aaronville picks up a combat class and we get to go fuck around and adventure with him.
He is not a combat. He needs to stay away from that, and you know it. The most he should ever contribute to a dungeon is staying on the sidelines and saying fun facts like, wolves hunt in packs. The points if you get the reference. If you don't, it's Dragon's Dogma.
There's actually a couple different.
No, Dragon's Dogma had a pawn
references for
system,
that.
and they, were very infamous for repeating that line. In particular. Because
I see.
often, like, the way that pawns worked is when you got a pawn, like, they kind of actually learned, so they had knowledge that they had. If they encountered an enemy they never encountered with their regular person when they're being used on rent, then they wouldn't be able to give you tips. But if that person has gone through it, then that pawn actually has fought them before, and you'd be able to get tips. It was kind of like an indirect way of players being able to help other players with hints and stuff like that. Problem is, wolves are kind of common. So, you will always hear them say wolves hunt in packs. Whenever you're fighting a pack of wolves, and are very well aware that they, in fact, hunt in packs.
Right.
But no, seriously, like, I wouldn't be opposed to it. Someone suggested, add Aaronville as a challenge duty class. Where you can recruit him, but he stays a botanist. So in essence, a dead slot.
I was actually thinking an alternate version of Archer. Not Bard. Archer specifically.
Yeah, I know, you're talking about Sniper. The dude doesn't have a fighting bone in his body. He refuses to fight.
my brain was thinking more the
Hey, your tacos.
D&D Ranger, the D&D Ranger class that gets a beast companion.
Oh, so useless. Wait.
Yeah,
Which D&D are we talking about? This does matter.
I've only really
Also, I'm
ever
pretty sure it
gotten
has been
super in-
specifically gone over multiple times that Erenville is really bad with weapons. But I don't.
I've only ever really done 5e, so that's
So yes,
my
it sucks. Yeah,
baseline.
Ranger sucks. Because I think you can do some cheesy shit with them in 3.
I was thinking more specifically that he would get a pet companion and he would just
Yeah,
be
but
on the
what would be his
sideline
preferred
and
terrain?
just- That's a
This
good
is important.
question.
This is
I
important.
I would think based on the location of his home, it would be like
Yeah, but most of his
arid
life was
desert.
spent in Charlotte.
Also true.
Specifically that garden area. So, like, it's kind of a toss-up.
So, grassland?
Probably grassland. I think that would definitely be his preferred.
But I was thinking more of a he gets an animal companion. He sits in the corner and the animal companion does all the work. But the animal companion is like lesser than most party members.
And it's just
So
woefully
still
shit because
valid.
it's a companion that is used by someone who does not use it for combat. So it does not do
Exactly.
combat.
Exactly.
We are extending the problem to something that we were okay seeing die.
I just think it would
Make
be
Erenvale the
humor.
reason why we resurrect at the beginning of the dungeon instead of getting injured. Easy. Because reminder that, like, our resurrection, like, the whole, like, when we get rezzed either by, like, a regular res, which I think is more just them reusing an asset, or, like, at the beginning of a dungeon when we wipe, that's supposed to be Heidelin keeping us safe. Just a reminder of that. That the lore actual reason for that is that's Heidelin keeping us safe from actual harm. Once we are unable to fight and are knocked unconscious or otherwise injured to a state where we could actually experience grievous harm, Heidelin says, no, you're going back, child.
Oh yeah, and we technically don't have that anymore.
We don't!
I mean,
So I don't know, like, make Erenvale, like, running one of those carts, like, from Monster Hunter and just carting us to the back of the entrance. Like, fuck it.
Palicos!
Yeah.
Palicos! I mean, Palicos exist in...
Yeah, but that's more of a crossover thing. Wow, that would be cool. That's a crossover thing. Let's not. They've never really dwelled on that. Usually, the only one they dwelled on was Fran.
Yeah.
My guess for their answer to the fact that it's not Heidelin anymore is
Yeah, because we
the
stabbed her.
crystal we carry. Yeah, it's the crystal we carry now that's protecting us.
Yes. It is. It's Ozem's crystal.
Shiny magic rock.
Yep.
I get it.
It's
You want to
just
adopt
slightly-
the child, Wuklamat. I get it. Yes, I've been paying attention.
It's just a slightly smaller magic rock than the one that was protecting us before.
The one that got
Here.
eaten by
See.
a dragon.
Feel. Fucking god. I remember when you couldn't skip that cutscene.
Oh man.
There was, I think they made it skippable like nearing the end of Stormblood, if I remember correctly. Like, when did they make that
Yes.
skippable? Because I don't think it was
Towards the
beginning of
end
Stormblood. It took them that long to understand that people have ults.
Yeah.
I have an unhealthy number of alts.
I have
Same.
9 RP ults that I still keep track of.
I
Actively.
have 8 characters on Genova alone.
2 of them are mice, by the way. They hate each other. One's a kitsune that doesn't
And-
even speak Yorzian and has her own unique language that I have a dictionary notepad for.
Nice.
To keep it consistent, so it can be taught. And yes, I made it up. I didn't Google Translate some other language. All for a character that I don't
lazy.
even play that often. She's a blast to play, though. She's a bucket of fun.
That's fair. I'm lazy and just pilfer Google Translate equivalents for certain languages.
Hey, I mean, at least I don't make the written language Club Penguin. Which I also have mostly committed to memory. It's literally tic-tac-toe system, but like, you have X's and O's to a degree. And basically, it starts with nothing on the inside of the tic-tac-toe going on an ABC order from top left to right, then middle left to right, then bottom left to right. And then they would add a symbol in it for the next symbols until they had the whole alphabet. Which honestly, like, for a kid's game is actually a surprisingly good way to teach, like, a mystery written language. I just complimented Club Penguin.
Yeah, you did.
Yeah, you did.
I mean, it wasn't bad. It was mediocre. But it was good at its time. At the time that it was made, it was actually pretty good. That was during, you know, when Flash existed.
Rest in pepperoni's Flash.
I still love the degree at which they nuked Flash. Or tried to nuke Flash off the internet. Like, there was no prisoners. Like, there's no official capacity for Flash anymore from Blink. Oh, they're trying to make me go to Tuliana. God damn it. Turi is dead. They went offline.
F. Come back to us.
Also, I'm sure people are happy they can actually talk about this shit around me now. I have multiple people who have been very mad at me for not finishing story yet because they want to talk about shit.
I mean, I'm mentally forcing myself to keep my mouth shut about stuff in the last area, but I want to say things so bad. I've had so many things I wanted to comment on so far, and I've just been like, I can't say anything.
The only thing you can comment,
Because
the only
that's
good comment, by the
spoiler.
way, and I don't consider this a spoiler, is if you give me the excuse it's explained later on, I'll hold you to it.
And I got DC'd.
Yeah, I noticed. I literally said you died.
Yep.
Also, this is gonna sound really weird, but right now my biggest problem with the story, and I know that this is gonna shift because it's more shifting as I'm going through it, is there's another area. Why? Can we just stop? Leave your after story something actually useful, please?
You are returned!
Yes. Hi. How are you? How are you, Mint Makote?
Wait there!
You will
I'm
see
coming
very
down.
soon.
I'm gonna go and start jumping up a tower.
Remember when Wu Clement
Oh.
said she was scared of heights and
Yeah,
then
go
jumped
try
off a
jumping.
multi-story building?
Yeah.
Me too.
Where's Lamachi?
Remember how their brother isn't scared of heights and won't do that?
Yep. He doesn't have, you know, the world's best suspension system for kneecaps.
Yeah, but she's scared of heights and she just jumped herself off that. We never resolved that, by the way. Not once.
I know. But again, he doesn't have the
So my
world's
brother is
best
gone.
suspension system.
He's from Charlotte. He has a
for
jetpack.
kneecaps.
Don't tell me he doesn't.
Yet the danger remains. And you must soon sally forth unto
Those
a new
motherfuckers have
He'll-
space travel.
Hila, how far up the tower do you think I'm gonna get this time?
Well, if your time frame and time limit you have is when I get to the next important part of story, you're probably gonna make it. Because once
Well, it
again,
depends on if I
Lamachi,
fall.
is this boy perhaps?
like
Yeah,
you,
It
they're
happens
not-
a lot.
like you know what you
They're
know
not
that
very good at the
bullshit
jumping
meter.
puzzles.
I'm really bad at the jumping puzzles.
You know that bullshit meter that I talked about earlier? It's going off pretty hard right now. Like, I want to give it the benefit of the doubt, but it's going off really fucking hard. It's like, yes, you brought a kid over.
This is Zorolja's son, Kululja.
By the way, seriously, who was the other parent? We kind of just abducted this kid. They have other next of kin, right? Like, who are they? Did we make sure the wife was dead? Like, did we stab her?
Flow differently inside the dome.
This is not explained later.
It's not even explained at all. Okay.
If he
No.
is our brother's child,
We're just never going to address the fact that they had a father but no mother.
Kululja, was it?
Just,
My
Nope.
current
My
working
name is
theory is
Connor.
it's some kind of
And
cloning
I-
shenanigans.
Emlamachi's brother.
Yeah, that was also what I was thinking.
Yeah.
You're her
yeah,
brother?
but the technology they had for that cloning
You'll
was
find
not
nothing more
that
dependable than
advanced.
Kona. He's
They'd be
family,
tin cans
and
still.
he'll take good care of you.
Yeah, forget about Otis. He's a
A
dead
pleasure
hunk of
to meet
junk
you,
now.
Kululja.
Mint Makote's your new father.
A pleasure to meet you too.
Jesus Christ, seriously, they did Otis bad.
Uncle
I'm
Kona.
sorry.
Yeah, they did Otis real fucking dirty.
Well,
Well, I mean, cloning doesn't always
I suppose
necessarily have
I
to be
am
technology. Some lizards can self-replicate.
Simply Kona will do.
So what you're telling me is, the reason why he has a robotic tail is because he severed his own tail to grow a son, and then immediately discarded the son like the tail he discarded.
Yes.
Entirely possible.
You're all confused.
I
and
know there's a
little
species of
wonder.
lizard that can do that,
Rest
but I do
assured,
not think they're
all will be
exodals,
explained in due course.
let alone anything of the sort. I don't think they're based on that.
For now, I want to make one thing clear.
That's just my best guess. I don't
Kululja
actually
is his
know.
own
No one
person.
knows.
Like, that
You have
feels
no
like
part
something
with
very
Kana's
weird
crimes.
to not explain. I'm
Right?
sorry.
If you have
Like,
anger for Zorolja,
Explain.
you need to
Squeenix,
express it.
explain.
Kona and I will
Like,
gladly
they
hear it.
tried to tell us
We will treat
that,
Kululja
like, that
as
time
you
stop
would
shit,
any
which is
child.
complete and utter bullshit,
kindness.
logistically, I'm sorry. And yet, have a kid! It came from a stork,
As
deal
he
with
should.
it.
The boy's done no wrong.
But the stork needs a mother and father still, right?
The vow
Yeah,
of
fuck
resolve
you.
Speaks true.
He just wished for an entire city and a baby he could neglect. Don't worry about it.
Ow.
Like, the fuck?
Will you tell me what happened? Graham
I
here
don't
has
know.
given me a summary, but I would hear your detailed account.
I don't know. I wish I knew. I don't
we
know.
I'm
all
pretty sure a lot of
apologize?
people are wishing they
I
knew,
want to
because
see
this
how
is a,
things are in
we are
Missouri.
putting a lot of focus on this plot point that's unexplained, man. And I'm not saying we, I mean the
Let us
game.
make our way to Bright Bloom Post.
Right? Like,
Yeah.
Our
there
soldiers
are
remain on
things
high
that
alert,
end up
but
getting
if the
explained
threat
that
to
I'm just
invasion
like,
has passed,
what?
I will bid
Why
them
did they
Why-
explain that
well
and not
alert.
this?
Yeah.
Like,
Which is one of those things that I'm consistently having with the story, yeah. Why did they make us go through 3 quests on this and then try to just shove this other thing on us and make us ask no questions?
I mean, I know how I'm going to solve the problem when I fully finish
You're Emmett, you don't need to deal
adapting
with it.
Mila.
Don't worry about it.
What?
You've got Emmett, you're good. You don't need to deal with this mess of a story. You're still back in Shadowbringers. Keep yourself innocent and sane.
no.
I mean, think about it.
I'm
Those
from
times were so
Endwalker.
good that Y'shtola had only died twice so far.
This
I broke it.
particular Emmett's from Endwalker?
We broke it.
You are no longer part of the canon and therefore are no longer beholden to the actual Wool story. There's your solution.
Exactly.
Something like that, yeah.
And for that,
I-
all I can say is, good call.
Things about canon make me upset, so when I go to write Gila's story for the newest expansion, I adjust and adapt where I choose to.
Welcome to
especially if
fanfiction.
there are-
The job of fanfiction is to make any story that is widely popular even better. It's just that it just so happens that most people think it's better with porn.
We
It's
haven't
not,
gotten
but
that.
let. I love how you said yet.
It's mostly their fault.
My
Uh-huh.
fault.
Says the person who
I-
went to venues. Now, granted, you met from buying the slut, so like neither of you have any feet to stand on this one.
So, the primary reason I even did any of that is because I wanted a house.
I know why you did it. You told me. I
It was
existed
not
back
something
then,
I-
believe it or not.
I know. But the reason I did it wasn't because I particularly enjoyed dealing with all
Yeah, it's
of
because you
that.
thought it was for
It's
some reason a
just-
good, valid way to get money, which it's not. Like, literally do a map. You don't even have to sell the map materials, just the map itself will give you more money than you get from most of that shit.
Not entirely true. There was
Unless you
one
get a
time-
whale. Unless you get a whale.
Yes, there was one time where somebody came into one of the venues I was working at and tipped everybody a million gil, and like for no reason. They were just like, "Here, have money," and I'm like, "Okay."
Yeah, but do not expect that as the norm under any circumstance ever. It is a bad idea.
No, and I've learned better. Crafting is so
Oh,
much
crafting
less
is easily the best way to get money, period. Also, potentially less stalkers depending on how you conduct your business.
Yeah.
But, like, the big thing here is if someone is going into venue stuff, they obviously don't want to craft because that is the obvious fucking solution. So we cannot consider that an option.
It wasn't so much that I didn't want to craft, it was that I was overwhelmed by crafting. I didn't
Thus,
understand it.
That
and
is
nobody
why
would explain it to me.
And that is why the solution I give is maps. It's easy. Very easy to understand. You go, you do a map, money.
Maps would help if I actually had people to run maps with.
You need 2 people.
I did not have people.
You have Emmett.
Yeah, now. Back then.
And back then. We're talking about back then when you first met. You did have them. Use your resources.
When I first
Even if they have a
started
giant
doing
axe-shaped
venues-
hole in them.
When I first started doing venue
It's
stuff,
lightly used, eBay said.
When I first started doing venue stuff, I didn't have any of the friend group that I have now.
You had me. And while I wasn't exactly the
No.
most wanting to do content, I would still do content if you asked me.
I didn't meet you until like 2 months after I started doing venues.
So you're saying you met Emmett before me?
No, I met you before I met Emmett, but I started doing venues 2 months before I met you.
Side note, I must have been a breath of goddamn air. Venue scene was starting to collapse around that time. Like, that shit sucked. So like,
my
just meeting a
first-
character who wasn't a horn dog must have been nice.
Yeah. Oh, my first venue wasn't even a not safe for work venue. It was a cafe venue.
Yeah.
So, like, I genuinely tried to start out somewhere I was comfortable, and then I was like, I'm not making any gil, and this is exhausting.
Well, yeah, you're
Because
supposed to be
all
doing
the
it for fun,
manage-
for roleplay.
Yeah, well, it was because the management couldn't decide what they
God.
wanted to do with the damn venue.
Management
And
this, management that. That's always the problem with all the venues, man. You wanna know how I'm managing my
Yep.
venue? Simple as this. If you're a court, you wait on tables. Otherwise, like, you wait on tables and you do your court business. That's it. You determine your own prices. I pay you. We have a pay vote every week about whether to raise or lower it, and it stayed the same for well over a year, just about, basically, outside of like one
We
fluctuation.
are looking for people, though.
Yep. If you're working at the bar,
The
your
only-
big job, the only thing that matters is you keep 1 pixel of yourself behind that bar. And yes, being on top of the bar counter counts as being behind the bar.
The only way I would consider doing venue stuff again is if I was opening my own to work on my own time, because one of the things
Oh,
that
also,
drove
we
me
don't force
absolute-
people to work. Like, they can come in on days. Like, of course, this kind of is biting us in the ass to a degree, but I don't want to force people to do it. We're roleplay centric for fuck's sake. Don't treat it as a job. I respect your real life, man. Like, I'm not gonna fire you because you missed a few weeks. If you give me a good fucking reason, I'll just put you on hiatus at worst.
Yeah, one of the big things is I just want to be, if I'm gonna do that, I want to be responsible for myself and my own choices, and if I don't feel like opening that week, I'm not opening, and you can all deal with it. Go find somewhere else.
Just know you are always welcome at Mitsuki. In fact, you'd be more than welcome. Kitty would love to see you there, actually.
I'll think about coming to hang out outside of, like, as a non-hire, at least.
Oh, that's fine too. Honestly, like, you can even chill. You don't even have to like take RP seriously if you don't want to. You could just kind of chill and watch watch the Great Wall of Fish. There's a lot of Mikote that do that. It's a bit weird.
Simple zest for life.
No, it's specifically Mikote, by the way, that tend to get drawn to it. It's kind of crazy.
Like I said, simple zest for life.
Yep. Yes, we've had to tell a few that no, the fish on display are not for sale. And then I get to point out that one of them swims upside down. And they're like, what? And I'm like, yeah, just look right there. And they're like, where? And I'm like, right there. And they're like, oh my god, it is. I fucking love the Dravanian squeaker so much. It's my favorite. My favorite aquarium fish. Yushtola, did you call Wook to ask if I was around them? Did you seriously just call this poor tigress girl to contact me? I have a link pearl too, think. And if I don't, why don't I have one?
You definitely have a link pearl.
Then why did they call the tigress to ask if I was there? That feels kind of mean.
Yeah.
Yeah, just a bit. I'm still mad about that.
About what?
About the fact that we have a link pearl and they called someone else.
Yeah.
Could you start from the beginning, Yushtola? In this incredibly important, detailed analysis that is so important we didn't voice act it. I like the voice acting in this game, but I've always been of the opinion they really should have chose one or the other. The mixing of it just never made sense to me. But that's more of a personal thing. Because, like, all this technical shit that they're going over, I would love to be able to hear while going to my kitchen. And I don't know, like, grabbing a sandwich, though we don't actually have the materials for a sandwich here. Wait, do we? Fuck, I'd check, but I need to pay attention. Like,
I'm hungry.
sorry.
No, you're... It is literally no one's fault except for the
Next time make a
people
bigger
who are
sandwich.
The people who are supposed to be responsible for cooking dinner, specifically,
Oh
did
yeah,
not
speaking
bother
of, I didn't have dinner.
did not bother to inform in a direct capacity that they would not be cooking dinner tonight, and I had to fend for myself. So
we
I
are
had
in the
not
same
eaten
boat, friend.
at all.
We are in the same boat, actually.
Yeah, you two need to eat.
Yeah,
I cannot
but
eat.
both of us were in a state where someone else was going to be making the meal, and we were not informed that they were not.
I literally can't get anything to eat. It's too hot to make anything, and anywhere for delivery is closed.
Like, fuck you, Alphanaut, I'm saying it. Alphanaut, if you would please, yeah, fuck off. It is canonically correct that the first choice that thing lands on is not deferring to Alphanaut. Fuck that bitch. Sorry, just... no. Now I feel like getting stuck at a political table again. How do we get to the new universe? We use another portal! Thanks.
Now you're thinking with portals.
With the key! I'm sorry, just... It is a massive plot hole that Zarul's fucking minion knew that was a key. How did he know?
That's never explained either.
There is no reason they should have known that was a key. We didn't know that was a key. The people who found it didn't know it was a key. The person who was given a baby didn't know it was a key. Like, what the fuck? Why do they know it's a key? That's like, it's fucking with me because, like, literally all of this hinges on them knowing it's a key. Literally, with all the current knowledge they had, they picked it up because it looked fancy. Like, they just stole it just cuz. There was no reason or know-how as to whether they, or how they would know that was a key under any circumstance. How did they know it was a key? Like, you wanna, like, the reason I keep going over that is a massive plot hole in this.
Yep,
I agree.
it is.
110%.
Like, fuck the fact that Zerul was obviously drinking the evil cocoa to completely flip sides like that, but, like, just... How?
Squeenix explain.
Ah, see you then, Moki. Oh. Oh, you're sticking with us? Damn. I was really looking forward to asking you to watch your tail on the way out. Highly advised getting Pictomancer. It's fucking broken. Like, holy shit. It's actually pretty fun, though. Like, it's not like Reaper, where you feel like you're pressing one button and making all the ranged DPS cry. Like, it actually feels like you're doing something that isn't directly encroaching on an entire set of roles. Unfortunately, I do not think /sobs is actually an emote. I'm testing this. It is not an emote. /cry is, though. Picto midriff, okay. Glad to know you're choosing your class for the right reasons, I guess. Also, more importantly, that you're not picking it because of the Moogles. Ugh.
Yeah, I still can't stand Moogles.
No, yeah, no, Namazu did what Moogles do better. I'm sorry.
Between the Dark Knight job quests and the Moogle,
Moogles are
society
pieces
quest,
of shit. I'm sorry. They are
are
just absolute
absolutely
scum, and unlike the Namazu, they're capable scum. Namazu is a culture in which everybody is complete scum capitalist assholes who are constantly backstabbing each other and are woefully bad at it. And it's great. The only reason their society exists and they did not self-terminate is because they're so bad at it. It's so great. Now is not a good time to realize I didn't do my role quests. That's not necessary, right?
Not really.
I don't
No.
Okay, good.
Honestly, as far as I know, all quests are really fucking silly. The healer role quest is, so hey, did you remember
Why did...
That's the role quest.
No,
Hey,
like...
do you remember Asuna exists?
Because the fucking MSQ designers didn't. If Dungeons, Asuna-able D-Bus? What's that? That looks so bizarre on the map, dude. Sorry, I just can't get over how this looks. Look at that distance. Like, there's a long as fuck hallway in there.
Yeah.
But then you go into the map, and it's like, it's just there. It's right there. Still upset I can't fish in it. I want to fish the baby pit.
Why? Why though?
Moki, you just described the entirety of the Thaumaturge questline. Like, you literally just described the entirety of the Thaumaturge questline by saying that.
Where are we? I'm lost.
Like, it is literally just a bunch of chuckle fucks scheming to do evil things and never getting anything done. I didn't really watch those because I was under the expectation that they'd be required. And there's nothing that makes me want to skip story faster than something being required. Because if it is required and is actively blocking my progress, it is no longer at my comfort or leisure. I'm doing it to get somewhere.
Yeah,
Thus,
and that just
story
sucks all
takes
the
a back.
fun out of it.
Yeah, thus story takes a backseat. That's why I constantly suggest put X or Y in a side quest. Because while, unfortunately, I would miss out on it, I'm not the target demographic. Even if I would greatly enjoy it. Oh, they heard the agony because it was stupid and half-assed what they did. They removed class quests, but then still made them necessary. Everybody rejoiced because the biggest problem people had with class quests was the fact that skills were locked behind it. Honestly, I love class quests and I wish they'd bring them back. Just, you know, keep skills out of it, please.
I liked the Shadowbringers role quest. I just wish that it didn't.
It wasn't required.
Yeah, didn't force you. The stories of the class quests were great.
They seemed great from what little I could glean from it when I was too busy rushing through it because I was getting MSQ blocked.
Yeah.
Okay, no, that's definitely a spammer. I'm banning that. Someone needs to shift that off the chat, by the way. Like, only, you know, only the one guy gets the free pass. What was his name? It was like... Yeah, it was Punk Ass. He gets a pass because of his name. You don't. Like, if you're gonna spam, or at least attempt to spam and completely flop in my chat, have a good name. I'm scared to look behind me because all I see in shout chat is someone named Nico X, and they're doing a meow and a cat face.
Okay.
I am now threatened. Also, hey Turia, have you tried just not being tired?
Well, goodness, every night we need to wake up in about 3 hours or so.
I'll be completely honest with you, by the way. I have no idea how I'm still going.
Yeah.
Electro everywhere one turns.
I must be enjoying something about this.
The fact that
Try holding your earring to the terminal.
I'm sure the fact that you ran into me helped.
Oh yeah, no, that does help, but I'm talking about even before that. I don't know how I lasted that long anyway. I'm going to punch someone. How did he operate it without the earring, if that's required? Is it not? Good. Put that bitch back on. Use the actual key, assholes.
Don't give up yet. The terminal reads the code. It might just need higher clearance. Gulja, would you give it a try?
Oh, Jesus Christ. Don't make this earring work.
If the king's
Please.
authority is passed to you, then the gate ought to open.
Don't. Don't do this.
But I leave behind that which I've gained by the sweat of my brow.
Flashback to a cutscene you just watched like 20 minutes ago.
Yeah. I will say the flashbacks have felt really weird in this. Also, I am glad that they've showed restraint in only having us play as a different character once. I am glad about that. Please. You guys have the key. The key is the artifact. Don't fucking do this. Fucking dicks.
They don't have the artifact.
No, they did! We literally turned the big-ass lizard eldritch monster that sucked a bunch of fucking souls into it. And where is it?
We don't have the artifact. Sphene has the artifact.
Okay. True.
Sphene
That's
took
literally the
artifact
key, though.
through Yes.
Jesus Christ. Don't even get me started on how stupid it would be for two parents that are running away from the law to drop their baby off with literally the key to just accidentally throw them back in. Like, don't even get me started on how stupid that is. Lucky for them, the people they delivered it to is stupider. But, like, they wave that baby a bit too close to that fucking monitor, and oopsie daisy. Because it didn't need to make contact with the monitor, so it being in the wrappings would have been fine.
It really was.
Like, maybe a bit muddled, so it might have blocked the signal slightly, but, like, we don't know how this electro stuff works, and considering how MacGuffin-y it is, I'm pretty sure it'll go through cloth just fine.
Remarkable. A void gate is forced open with a blast of ether, and thus appears as a tear in the fabric of reality. In contrast, this is the stitchwork of a master, neatly hemmed, without a thread out of place.
Thank you, Yushtola, it's a fucking portal.
It's shiny and glowy.
I don't know, something tells me, like, Alphanod would be saying something like that, and Yushtola would just say, it's a fucking portal. Shut up. Let's just go. I haven't met my death quota this expansion yet, I gotta get it.
Both to maintain its stability and ward off interference.
No, like, seriously, she has died, like, every expansion, just about. Died or been grievously harmed, mind. Stormblood.
Now, if only she would stay that way.
I kinda wish she would. Not because I hate her. She's a good character, but she's kinda lost that character. They don't allow her to be that character anymore. Like, it's very occasional she gets to be the sass cat anymore. She's completely changed from, like, the character that everybody loved to just generic McCat.
Like, I don't even hate Y'shtola. I like Y'shtola, it's just...
She doesn't... Her personality hasn't been able to shine anymore.
Make the consequences that you put in your story mean something.
While your presence would
Yeah.
be welcome, I'd rather you joined the expedition team. For despite our earnest efforts, the gate may well end up closed once more. In such a situation, it may fall to those on the other side to devise a method to reconnect our worlds. A task with which you're not unfamiliar, as I recall.
Yeah, I don't think that's the same tech,
I have faith it will
Y'shtola.
not come to that, but should it? I will endeavor not to disappoint.
I think piloting a crystal might be
Assuming
slightly
Woodlamart,
different.
Kryl, and Erenville are given for this foray, I'll make myself useful here by guarding those who are maintaining the gate. Should any threats emerge, from the world beyond or otherwise, I'll deal with them.
As will I.
Yeah, I was about to say, are we literally going to leave the guy who can't do magic alone doing that? Thank you. Thank you,
Feel free
Estinian.
to head in there.
You may not be a mage, but at least you could do something.
Yeah.
Because, I'm sorry to say this, Thancred, you don't have anybody making your bullets for you anymore. No, seriously, who is making Aether cartridges for him now?
Probably
Y'shtola.
Urianger.
It's
Is it
pretty much
Y'shtola?
any of the spellcasters.
Yeah, but, like, where did we learn that?
Reen was making them.
That doesn't answer the question.
I don't think we do learn that. I'm just guessing.
Said he's okay. It's Urianger. Got it.
Oh.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
knew that they said that someone else knew it. I just didn't remember who it was. And it makes sense that Urianger would know.
When does he say that he was making? When does Urianger say that he
Oh,
was making them?
right. Yeah, that was a while ago. And yeah, that would make sense as to why the two of them got stuck together for that job.
Yep.
It
Oh,
really
that was
would make
so
perfect sense.
They
God,
aren't
I
brothers
was
in
so
arms.
mad
It's a
about
necessity problem. Dude
I was
literally
so
can't
mad
do the
about
fighty
that.
things without it.
Just don't
What,
put
that they
away
got
the
stuck
burn
together,
burn.
Urianger
Did
and
you hear?
Thancred?
Yeah.
Why are we stuck about that
Yes.
instead of something else? What did you want the pairing to be? The blowjob brothers are inseparable. Jesus.
No. No.
According to Twitter, yes.
No. I didn't. We deny.
You're shipping the wall and Emmett. You have no ground to stand on.
I mean,
I also play Urianger in this particular role.
You have even less ground to stand on. If you're telling me that Yaoi with that Urianger ult did not cross your mind at least once, you are not a fan.
It is done. Whenever you're ready.
More importantly, you're not a fan who has gotten all the power they could with a character that is not their own to do with whatever they wanted with. You can make him play in a Shakespearean play and still somehow fuck it up because he's not English enough. He isn't quite that, it's more of an accent. Or, in a Shakespearean play, because he thinks that he has to speak differently, he speaks completely normal. Instead. Just a reversing effect. Or, you know, be all those porn writers that just writes the porn in Urianger speak instead.
those who
That's always
get
an
lost.
option.
So for now, why don't we call it the Unlost World?
The Unlost. Fuck off.
Right. Let's go.
Like, fuck off. That name, Wook. Really? Why? Who put the dumbass cat in charge of names?
Not me. Definitely not
No.
Gila.
No, no. I think she just decided for herself.
Oh, you got a job interview? Holy shit. Nice.
Ooh.
Fucking get it. You won't be able to play the game anymore or have any time for anything, but you'll have the money to buy it.
Oh yeah.
You just won't have the time to spend on it. The catch-22.
No, it's a joke about Pictomancy quest.
Oh. Wow, this doesn't look like Bioshock at all.
You know, that was actually about my third thought.
No, there's something
My
that it's
first-
even more familiar to, but I can't get it off the top of my head. Like, it's there, but
My-
it's not coming out.
Do not do it justice.
My very first thought was, wow, this Amarot is really shiny.
Vibrant world where the memories
Okay,
of the
come on,
people
that's a little derivative.
abided and reveled in bygone days.
Also, at that point, I'm wondering exactly where you're looking.
Living memory. So the
Mostly
Empress
the
called
really
it.
tall buildings in the background.
How they
Yeah.
laughed and smiled as they reminisced upon unfulfilled dreams. Alive in all perceivable ways,
Wow, all these people are gonna die.
knowing no loss. So resplendent was every ilm of this paradise. The words rose unbidden to my lips.
No, like these lamps and everything, it keeps giving me elaborate vibes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All this time,
Damn it.
Okay, who put Skittles in the bricks?
the city of gold.
Who put Skittles in the brick? Oh, come on! They really went with that name! Motherfucker. Can we just go back to Foundation?
Mm.
I love how there's times where people don't understand what I mean by going to Foundation. Like, what? Oh, do you mean Ishgard? No! It's Foundation. There is no Ishgard, it's just Foundation.
Ishgard.
No, it's not. It's
in
it's
Ishgard.
Foundation, which is in Foundation. Look at your teleport list.
It is. It's Foundation.
It's been like that since Heavensward. I refuse to
you're
believe
right.
that wasn't
No.
a typo. It's Foundation. It is not Ishgard.
My brain was thinking the region name is actually Karth. I always forget that.
What, that it says
The
Foundation,
region-
Foundation?
No, the region name for Foundation, like
What
the little
instance
text,
are you guys in?
the little text just above it is Kurthus, and I always forget that. My
Yes.
brain's just like, it's just Ishgard. It's just Ishgard. It's all Ishgard. I don't care.
No. It's Coerthus Foundation.
You're right.
At least according to this thing that hasn't been changed or fixed in many years. Like, and keep in mind, Idleshire is Idleshire. It's Idleshire. So, like,
Right.
Ishgard doesn't exist. We've made it up. It's Foundation.
Ishgard is a lie.
My ongoing theory is Ishgard is actually the second zone of that city. Personally, even if it's still kind of bullshit.
That would make sense.
But like, what I'm guessing is like Foundation is the foundation of Ishgard. That's why it's Foundation, because it would be a little bit of a misnomer to call the Foundation Ishgard if Ishgard is based on the Foundation. like just from generic building standpoint. So I've just always kind of figured it was that way. Even though I also know that's a ton of bullshit and I'm coping.
I mean, we've also finished MSQ.
Cope is
We're
probably
all
one of
in
the
the
most
same
important
instance.
words they've ever added
we're
to the
just
dictionary
up
at recent times.
We're up here.
Yeah.
That's all.
Also, I'm thinking this is a pretty good stopping point.
Yeah.
That's fair.
Let's at least get you the eighth.
Okay, fine, I'll take 5 steps, okay? Jesus. Off a cliff, of course. Natural response to the story.
Fair enough.
Honestly, same. There have been a few points where I've just been like, nope,
Yeet.
I'm gonna jump.
Yeah.
They literally designed, like, the tripping risk of a name of a city.
Still, like...
It's funny, so Hila was all like, I'm super hyped, we're going on vacation for the first half of the XPEG, and then the bubble appeared, and she's, dear God, no.
Please,
bubble?
Why can't I have
come
nice
on.
things?
The bubble?
Yeah, Heritage Found.
Lightning Dome.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, the bubble.
Okay.
It's like, why
They
can't
call
we
it the
have
bubble.
nice things?
Well, because you already collected all your gym badges and became champion. I mean, queen.
Dawn Servant.
Same difference.
Yeah.
Like, they literally allude to those kind of Dawn Servants as king and queen with the parallel with the Thunder City people.
Yeah.
Is there an Aether Current here? 369 yalms to the northeast. I suddenly do not want to move.
I
is
could
the
take you
perfect
to.
distance.
I could take you to all of the Aether Currents. I have a map.
It's not a different instance, I don't think. Like, these other people finished their... They finished it, so...
It just looks different.
That
for
that
us
is a
compared
Makote
to
named
the
ICTs, and they're not even in an FC.
It just looks different to us. That's
And
all.
then they rode a pig off into the distance.
Yeah.
It's a Final Fantasy game.
Yeah.
I refuse to
It's-
sit in
it's
the
a
one
final-
seat left open. I
Why?
refuse that seat.
Well, Gila gets passenger princess privilege.
Oh no, they don't ever, like, exclude people from that stuff anymore. That's been, like, done away with a long time ago. You don't get that. That's, like, they done away with that for a while. Like, even Shadowbringers wasn't that.
Okay, you get to pick your car now.
Actually, I have a better option.
Oh,
The whale.
yeah.
Yeah, but the whale is boring.
Everybody on the school bus.
But the whale is boring. You don't see your characters.
I know.
It's lame.
Everybody
I will
on the
take you up
school
on that Aether
bus.
Current offer off stream, though, so hold on a second. Peace out, everybody.
Yeah.
Hope you have a wonderful rest of the day.